Hi, welcome back. This is the 100 mile an hour WO Toys 14401 project. These are contact foam tyres. These are contact foam tyres. This is a rather large wing, and these are wing end plates, because these are the wear sections. These rub against the floor, so they're detachable from the wing. As they wear out, I'll replace the end plates. Titanium is coming. As soon as the titanium comes, it will be fitted. Here is the actual speedrun car. I am playing with the diffs, taking all the play out of the diffs at the moment, just doing it bit by bit. It's a wheelie bar I'm making for it and all sorts of things. This car already has a wheelie bar at the back with the satellite navigation system in it to measure the speed. I've got a new front bumper which holds the front wing. I've got a new front wing coming. This one's split a little bit. It's printing as we speak, you can hear it. Here is the problem that I am having and why this video has been done. So this is a Schumacher contact foam tyre. Comes in a box like that. Two of them. There is the part number. It fits straight onto a WO Toys 144001 and a 124019, not a problem. And that's because these cars run with a 12mm hex, which is those there. I've got some aluminium 12mm hexes. The car comes with plastic ones. Now, the speed run car, this one, will have its gear changed. There should be a spur gear which goes here. It's driven by the pinion gear, which is held on the front of the motor, and I will be changing gear ratios on this one. Oh, here we go. Here is the spur gear here. So this is the spur gear. I've got gear cutters coming. I will be cutting new gears to fit these shafts and the 5mm motors, which is what I'm running, 5mm shaft motors. Multiple different gear ratios. That will allow me to run these contact foams and be able to breach the 100 mile an hour speed that I want to. So we'll put these next to each other and you'll see the difference. Now, circumference is 3.142 of diameter, and as you can see I've got 5mm extra diameter there. So that's about 20mm, let's say an inch extra rolling radius on that tyre. Every time that tyre goes out, every time that wheel goes round one full rotation, it will push the car forwards an extra inch over what that one will do. Okay? And the reason why I want the bigger wheels is because this one is going to have a standard gear and it's going to become the bash vehicle that I'm going to take around skate parks and run across grass and do all sorts of things. The other chassis that you see building up is going to have a Mark II Escort body shell on it with some aeros, so the shape of the body shell won't affect the aerodynamics of the vehicle, and it's going to be running those smaller wheels and higher gearing. 12mm hexes, not 12mm hexes. 4mm hole, not 4mm hole, 1/4 inch hole. That is the problem we're at. So I am now making wheel holder things, the things which go behind the wheel to stop it from being pressed into the suspension and the steering knuckles and what have you. They're called hexes. these. Except for these are not going to be hexes on these are going to be around those flanges. Here we are at the mini lathe, and I've got the mandrel installed, half finished. I thought I'd just try a wheel on and we'll see what it's going like. So I've got it to a 1/4 inch minus a little bit, and these are imperial wheels. They have a 1/2 inch ball and a 1/2 inch spigot coming out of the hub at the centre with a 1/4 inch ball. Now the lathe's going to switch on now, so there's going to be a little bit of noise. And these are supposed to be glued and trued, so I don't know what they'll trued to, but as you can see, there's an undulation in it. I'm going to install the second wheel the way I want to machine it. And you can see the marks on here where they've scrubbed it to true it up. Oh, we might want to put it into gear now, ain't we? So as you can see, that one is no good either. Excuse me. The funny thing is, I'll put it on that way there. That looks pretty true. And they've both been scrubbed. You can see the scrub marks. Okay, so I've put that back plate into the 3-jaw, and actually it is rim true, but it's out of roundness that way by 1/1000th of an inch. That back plate is. I've mounted the 3-jaw, the little miniature 3-jaw, onto that back plate, and then I've expanded the jaws out onto the rim very, very lightly, and as you can see, the rim is running true, but the tyre is not. Oh, there's the hole. That's about the best I can get that internal hub to run. Let's see what that one was like. Oh yeah, look at that. Awesome! It's mega! Oh dear. It's all over the shop. It's everywhere. But the central hub looks perfect now. You know, the central thingy, the spindle hole, the thing in the centre of the hub. That's running perfect, absolutely mega true. Let's see if we can get you in on that and give you some footage of the hub. That's a bit harder. Okay. Now we'll get you in on the hub. There you go, look at that. So as you can see, that is running beautiful in the centre. The wheels are all over the shop. Oh dear. So here's my new wheel collection. There's a few problems, and we're at the lathe because there's some lathe work going on. Let's turn the lathe off. Now the 1/8 stock car wheels, I managed to start a setup which held them on the spigot, which I've now turned off. It held them pretty square. So I've stuck with them instead of sending them back. I did get the option to send them back, and I really didn't want to because I want to run these wheels because they're the right size. I finished off making the wheel holders. So basically the width, that's the, well, you can see what it is, it's the steering knuckle and the stub axle all in one. So the wheel, when you line it up, slips on to the wheel adapter, but as you can see there's no protrusion of the thread on the end of the drive shaft, which is that bit there, to get a nut on. So I am making nuts. This is the nut in the lathe, so the wheel slots onto the nut quite nicely. It's a bit hard to see, I think this is. Let's put it all back together. So the whole unit will on there, and hopefully it will screw in there now. I haven't tried this before. So there we go. But for my bash car, I don't always want to run on the road, and foam contact tyres aren't very good off-road, so I wanted some other wheels apart from the original wheels, and I wanted to gear it up without changing the gearing on the bash car. I want to keep it standard gearing. So you may have seen the cardboard tag already. I got some wheels from that place there, K-Force, and they came today. Just give it a staple. So these come with a warning saying they are not glued, as you can see, but they come with a 12mm hex, and they're recessed down so you can get a nut in there. So hopefully these will fit. We shall soon find out. Now, as you can see as well, the diameter is a lot bigger. 70mm, 90mm. Now I hope these fit in. I'm going to find out soon. That looks like it's going to be a rear one. And these look like they're going to be fronts. Yep, I think so. So I brought you in and I've got the prototype nut done. That's this particular one. So drilled and tapped. It's got the right spigot on it here. It's got a nice flange on it to hold the wheel nut on, and it's got the right size diameter here to cut the hexagon on to put the 5.5mm, which corresponds to an M3 nut. Scale. I'm trying to get my tap out of the tap wrench. Right, so now I'm inserting an M3 tap. I'm not chamfered the hole yet, but I will do in a minute. We should chamfer it now. Really, let's chamfer it now. Chamfer. Chamfer it now. Chamfer. Chamfered. No, a bit more. Oh, definitely got it. 100% definitely got it. Now I put the tap in, drop the machine into back gear. And snap the tap off. Stupid me, heard it loading up, didn't press the reverse button in time, so now I've got a snapped tap in the end there, but I'll rectify that and bring you back after I've just got that out. Well, we're back. Didn't take long, but I got the broken tap out. Just put a pair of mole grips on it and pulled it out. And usually at this point here I'd put it back in again with a tap wrench, but there's no point because it is snapped. I'm not finding another one yet. I've got to go and find another M3 tap somewhere. That was my favourite spiral point tap. Well, I'll have to buy another favourite spiral point tap. Okay, next, concentrate. I need to do a 7mm land now, so I'll put it back into metric and I'll put on 7mm. I'll put on 7.1mm. Nip that into incremental mode, stick it into imperial. Now I know I need to take off. My head might be in the way. 224 thousandths. It'll leave 5 thou. Right. It's leaving 2 thou. No, 1 thou. It's leaving 1 or 2 thou. Yeah. Measure the metric micrometer. Six hundredths, so that is 2 thou ish. Give it 2 thou, see what she feels like. I've got the face that time, if you noticed. Maybe you can't see, I don't know. I think you people on the high definition big TVs can see that. Right, let's see what we got. Yeah, it's minus 1 thou. Which is 7.98, I'll have to take a scale on it. It's going to be tight. So this is where you hope your dials haven't moved at all when you go back in again. I know that's going to be undersized now. Hopefully it's not undersized too much. 500ths is acceptable. 600ths undersized, that's fine. Let's do some parting. A bit more speed than that, I think. Oh, catch it where we're at. So if all's gone well, I haven't drilled it into the fresh part, but I haven't drilled all the way through the knot. And yeah, it's quite hot, but I think you can see there's just a hole in the end there. I'll clear the bears out of the way a little bit. I don't know if I can do that with my fingernails. Oh, I can, there we go. So there you go, hole all the way through. And the blank ready for putting the hexagon on this end here. So here is the setup. First I centralised the rotary table, then I clamped the medium sized 7mm shank in the V in the vise. Then I centralised the 6.4mm spigot onto the spindle, then I clamped down the vise. I use the median because then I can be no more than 2.5 hundredths of a millimetre off centre at any point with any of them, which is acceptable. I've already done 4. Here is one of them. I don't know if we got, there we go. She's in there, and that's a 5.5mm socket, and it fits. So I just took the last one out. Literally haven't done anything apart from take it out, and all I do is wrap it in there, make sure she's sort of level, give it a bit of a wiggle before I do the last final tightening. Not too tight because it makes a mark in the aluminium anyway. And then I'm ready to go. Here we go, that's it. Right, so there we go. You saw it happen in front of your eyes. That's all I've been doing, just simply just whacking them in. And that one's turned out at 5.45 millimetres, which is what they're all working out at. It's 5.5mm socket. And does it fit? Yeah, straight on. Bit of slack in it, but pretty tight to be fair. and that should be within reason in centre. So now I have 5 wheel nuts which look like that. So I've stepped up the position a little bit, and I've got a piece of Osborne high-speed steel in there, and we're going into the 3-jaw chuck. So as you can see, I've got approximately 5/10 thousandths of an inch run out there, just under half a thousandth of an inch. Okay, let's roll you out to the outside. Ooh, bad. Now we've got way too much, so I'll set that up. That's the high, that's the low. That's the high there. Come off there. We'll do a quick tap. Tap, 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 tap. Copper hammer. That's better. It's as good as you're going to get it. Wheel. Careful when the wheel on there. This is high speed steel, so it'll more than likely cut if I don't. Be careful. So that is all the way on. Let me see if I can zoom out now. Let me turn the machine on, and you'll see the run out. Let's warm it up for a minute. So the belts are a little bit cold, they take a while to warm up. Just warm that up. I'll put some bearing oil into the bearings, because this is an old English lathe, it needs bearing oil in it. Right, there we go. Start off a bit lower speed than that. There you go, that's a trued wheel. I don't know what it was trued on because that high speed steel is pretty true, and that wheel is not. Nowhere near. So today it's extremely windy. I've hoovered the boot a little bit so it isn't as dusty as it was last time. This is me doss about car for picking up rubbish in and doing stuff. Hence there's no back seats in it. Anyway, today I have the 1/8 scale wheels on with my custom made wheels, nuts. I put 2 grub screws in, one on top of the other, one to force against the end of the drive shaft to lock it in position, and another one to lock that one in position. And that on all 4. I've got 1 spare nut because all 5 worked out. So I'm just going to go and burn a couple of little 2S batteries up. Run these ties in a little bit, check it all out, set up the steering and everything, and then I'm going to get some 3S speed runs in. I've had to shorten the end of the side flaps on the twin front wing to allow the steering to happen. So I can put it up to full height on the steering. It now clears both sides, but it'll never be at that point, it will be down there somewhere, which it clears easily at that. Anyway, I'm going to get on and get some runs in. And then once I'm up onto a 3S battery and ready to do some speed runs, I'll get the GNSS all warmed up, bring you in and show you how fast it goes today. Okay, I've done some walk runs. Can't run the contact foams, so So I put this back on today to try and beat my personal best. There we go, one for a PB record run for me. Let's do a speed run back the other way because that was failed through the wheeling. Oh dear. Oh,
whoops. Stop recording.
Right, here's a little beastie. As you can see, I've got some Heath Robinson front wing on it because I'm just pulling wheelies. I've got 67 so far, and we're going to start up the trap mode. Start it. Stop. Read. 0 miles an hour. Back down here again. Back. So we'll start it again. It's in the start mode. So it is reading. There's my Heath Robinson wing. Hopefully that's going to keep the front end down because it was just wheeling. I'll pass you on to my camera assistant. Try and keep her into shot. There, you pointed it at yourself there. There we go.
It's good to turn it on for me.
Part of my language. I'll have to edit for this out now. Here we go. So we're going down with that one on it. Oh man, we'll go to it. Reattach it a little bit because it's holding on. Let's see what kind of speed we've got. Zoom in onto it. Start. Read. 65! Oh my word, okay. Not today, no, stop that one. Right, we're on a full major rebuild. Same afternoon. Just a couple together wing. We'll read that. 0. Start. Here we go.
Drive out in front of the truck, get recovered then.
Okay, last runs of the day now. Brand new, fresh 3S battery, new wing. Let's see what she does. Here we go. Actually, the wind's calmed down as well now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Definitely faster, that is. So it runs that way. Just bring it back in nice and gently now. Don't waste my battery. It's going to go faster on this next run. It goes faster on the second run with the batteries. So, let's see what we got. Start. Read. 70! Yes man, we've got the 70s, yeah. Okay, let's reset it. Start. And I'll go back and do a run the opposite way and let's see if I can beat 70 miles an hour. Yep, she's on. Let's go. Come on, baby. French, but we'll go too fast on the way back. Let's see that run that way. Right, so that's a run both ways. Let's see what we've got this time. Stop. Read. 71! Yes, get in there. Let's give her another go. Now she's getting nice and warm. Right, start again. Go. Yep. That's ready, let's go. Next run, opposite way, so we can beat that. Run, but whether it's faster or not, I don't know. Okay, let's see what we did then. Beating 71. Not picked up now, she's picked up now. And read 73. Get in there, man. Get in there. 73.
On the video.
Right. Okie dokie. We'll do one more run back this way and see if we get any more speed out of it.
73.
73. Yeah. Obviously. Oh, little wheelie there.
Oh, 180.
Little wheelie there.
The wind's blowing this way, Stig.
It's alright. Curve on the way back. Oh, yeah. Can't pick her up. Yep, stop. Oh, down to 70. Right, let's have a look, see what setup we got inside. Switch her off. And that's a 3S battery. There we go. Excellent. 73. Very happy indeed. 73. Right. Next.
Shall I stop?
Yeah, stop.